Hey everybody, I just saw the video put out by Benita Asher of the FDA, and maybe you've had a chance to see it yourself or maybe not. She wanted to do an update on the FDA's investigations into breast implants.
My name is Benita Asher. I am a general surgeon and the director of the Office of Surgery and Infection Control Devices here at the U.S. Food and Drug Administration's Center for Devices and Radiological Health. Our office is responsible for the review and regulation of breast implants marketed for use in the United States.
She mentioned that the FDA has been closely monitoring issues with breast implants since 2011.
As we have been doing since 2011, we will continue our regular updates on our global medical device reports for BIA-ALCL, and now, in addition, we will regularly communicate information we receive through medical device reports of systemic symptoms referred to as breast implant illness.
Personally, I had implants placed in 2015, and when I did my research on whether or not breast implants were safe and which were the safest kind, nothing came up about the FDA warning that they had risks. In watching this clip today, I did find a video from 2011 that she put out warning women about breast implant-associated anaplastic large cell lymphoma. It was a short 2-minute video where she talked about how low the risks were and how the FDA was not warning women to have their implants out if they weren't having any symptoms of breast implant-associated anaplastic large cell lymphoma. That video only had about 21,000 views, so I don't think they pushed that video too hard to educate the public. Benita does mention that there is a need for further studies, that also there should be a better informed consent, and some kind of a black box warning, which are all things that we were fighting for back in March, and all things that were suggested to them.
FDA's advisory panel recognized the need for striking the right balance between data collection and optimizing registry participation. At the same time, they also recognized opportunities for the registry to collect information on patient-reported outcomes, breast implant illness symptoms, and changes in surgical techniques such as the use of surgical mesh in breast reconstruction. The FDA advisory panel meeting discussed MRI screening for silent rupture of silicone gel-filled breast implants. Given the questionable utility of MRI screening in asymptomatic patients, the panel recommended ultrasound screening at regular intervals with MRI reserved for equivocal ultrasound findings or in patients who are symptomatic.
I just wanted to talk about this video because I think it's important to recognize that we can't change what the FDA decides to do about breast implant illness and BIA-ALCL. I'm just going to keep encouraging everybody here to continue to spread awareness so that through social media and all the amazing outlets we have, we can educate women on the dangers and the risks of breast implant illness and BIA-ALCL. So I'm ending this video a little bit differently because since I've been putting the video together for my YouTube channel, something exciting happened, which was this. The FDA has asked Allergan to pull their textured implants off the market. And this is wonderful news because they have told us that there are now currently 33 reported deaths from breast implant-associated lymphoma, which is absolutely unacceptable. And I believe that 20-something of those deaths are caused by Allergan implants. So Allergan has pulled their textured implants off the market. I can only pray that the FDA will ask the other implant manufacturers to follow suit. But for now, we're going to take this as a win. And I wasn't expecting this after seeing Benita Asher's video on YouTube. I wasn't sure what they were going to do, what their actions were going to be, and I wasn't expecting this, as I know many in the community were not. But we're taking it as a win. One of the questions that I've received in hearing this news is, why would someone choose a textured implant over a smooth implant? I myself had textured implants. I have very little natural breast tissue, and so my surgeon sold me on the fact that I would need textured implants to help them stay in place because they adhere to your body better than a smooth implant. He told me that that would assure that they wouldn't end up in my armpits and that they wouldn't shift, that they would just really stay in place very well. That's how I was sold on textured implants. The other set of women who are sold on textured implants are women, unfortunately, who have had double mastectomies or single mastectomies. Because they have no breast tissue left, the plastic surgeons will tell them that the texturing of the implant will help their implant stay in place as well. So now you've got women who have suffered from breast cancer and are now struggling with the fact that their implants may cause them cancer. We have some women in our community who did have double mastectomies because of breast cancer or being BRCA positive, and they ended up with the cancer from their implants. This is a very serious issue, and although the narrative with the medical community is that it is rare, I'm telling you, I don't believe that it is as rare as they say. I believe that it isn't tested and there wasn't enough knowledge in the previous years. I alone have a friend whose sister had breast cancer, received implants. She said that her sister was never the same after getting implants. And 6 years after receiving her implants, she ended up dying of a T-cell lymphoma. Now, this was a bunch of years ago. They told her that this cancer was very rare, but they never told her that this was in regards to her implants. So I'm telling you how many women have died in the past that we don't know of, that aren't in those numbers. So when they sell you on the narrative that this is rare, I'm here to tell you that it is not as rare as they're saying. And years from now, we are going to find out the truth. So if you have Allergan implants, what you need to do is find a surgeon who is aware of how to properly test for and treat BIA ALCL. On behalf of our community, I would like to thank the FDA for taking this action because this is huge. This means that there will be many less women who in the future will be harmed by these Allergan textured implants. It also just, solidifies the fact that we still have so much work to do. We still need to have them address the informed consent. We still need to have the black box warning set in place. And we would like all textured implants taken off the market. So I'm hoping that the other implant manufacturers will follow along here. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Don't panic. The best thing to do is try to get your head about you and be as knowledgeable as you can. There are websites, BIAALCL.com will give you the information that you need in regards to breast implant associated anaplastic large cell lymphoma. There are Facebook support groups that you can join as well. And I suggest that you do this to be as informed because the medical community is not as informed as the women who belong to these groups. They are the ones who are guiding these women to proper testing and proper treatment. So please do what you need to do and be your own advocate. And God bless.